Hello there everybody, this is Fran Carl from Polish Your Pitch, www.franciscarl.com.au, and I'm very excited to introduce finally my very dear friend of some decades, Michelle Dougherty. She is also my very own, and can be yours, chair yoga specialist. I've been talking with you about what fear does to your body when you're standing up to speak, you know, public speaking, as we've been discussing. And I've been talking it over with Michelle, and she has introduced me to the vagus nerve. What's that? It has a lot to do with breathing, and you'll see from the title of this video, the only thing you really have to do is breathe. Seems a bit commonsensical, doesn't it? But I'd now like to toss it over to Michelle, and she'll be giving us a few tips. We might even get an action bit here,
an action bit.
Slot, yes,
okay.
to teach us a bit about what good breathing is and what bad breathing is, maybe. So over to you, Michelle.
Thanks, Fran. It's lovely to get a chance to share my passion about the vagus nerve. It's a massive nerve that comes from our brain, obviously, and all through our body. It really attaches through here, through all of our vocal bits and pieces. I'm not medical, excuse my terminology. And down through our diaphragm and touches all of our internal organs, apparently.
Woohoo.
So when we keep it nice and toned, it keeps us nice and calm and keeps us in the parasympathetic state. But when we don't keep it nice and calm, that fear and that anxiety kicks in. But it's really easy to fix. With breathing, I've always said that, thank God, the good Lord didn't say we had to remember how to breathe, because not very many of us last very long, because we all breathe from here.
Yes.
Particularly when we're in a fear or anxious state. It's up and down, up and down, up and down. But let me guide you through maybe how we can correct that. I always say to people, when you're going into anxious states, particularly before you get on a stage to speak, is just take a couple of moments and stop everything. Don't think about what you're going to say. Just take yourself to a spot where you can take your shoulders down, really ground through the earth, and take your shoulders back. So maybe think about taking your shoulder blade tips towards your spine, so you're opening your chest so you can breathe nice and deeply. And then just taking a nice deep breath in. How about you do it with me? Nice deep breath in, and a long, slow breath out. Another one in. And a long, slow breath out. By now you should be starting to feel all of the cells in your body starting to slow down, starting to come to peace. So if you can remember to do that before you get on the stage, or even when you do get on the stage, if you get on the stage, I know I've done it, you get up there and you see all of these people in front of you and you think, I have no idea what I've got to say. Just stop.
Yes.
Take a breath. It only takes a couple of seconds, but it completely changes your presentation.
Yeah, true. Because and as you've said, Michelle, the vagus nerve goes actually through your throat area, and if that's tight, and you haven't done anything about that tightness, you're going to have that sort of voice, and that really doesn't instill confidence in you, but it certainly doesn't instill confidence in your audience. Yeah. You can only go so far with the sympathy gig. You know, people will feel sorry for you only for a certain amount of time. 30 seconds or so. Okay. Take it from Michelle. You got 30 seconds to get this right, or... No, that's not true.
No, playing, sorry.
Yeah. So you're probably wondering what we're wearing here, and I just wanted to also... Michelle's... I wear this very proudly. I'm a very large billboard for Michelle's business, pardon me, which is... Say it for me, Michelle.
Shell yoga and mindfulness.
Strength and peace. So
here and now.
Here and now. Oh, that's not on the shirt. Oh, yes, it is down the bottom. I wear it. I don't look at it. I am encouraging you, and once I work out how to do this, I will be giving you diagrams that Michelle has been teaching me with about where the vagus nerve goes in the body. And as I said to you in my number 7 Fear Buster, I was astounded, really astounded, as to where the vagus nerve actually touches in your body. Is it any wonder when you start feeling fearful and your vagus nerve is jumping around that you feel it in all parts of your body? It was just amazing to see these pictures. So I know I should be holding up a picture, but I'd much prefer to do something techie and attach it to the video so that you can have a look yourself. Good luck with that. Yes, Michelle knows my techno dinosaur skills. But we are, Michelle, we are recording on a phone.
Look how clever we are.
That's right, absolutely. And these are meant to be practical tips. Nothing else other than, what was it? Breathing is the only thing you've got to remember to do. So that this is meant to be something that you can pull out of your bag of tricks any single time you get up to speak, whether it's in front of one person or 100. And I would encourage you just to have a look at Michelle's Facebook page. Yes, under the yoga and mindfulness, Shell Yoga and Mindfulness. And have a look at some of the tips that she's bringing you. And of course, the best thing is that if you're on the Sunshine Coast, that Michelle runs very regular classes, and there's one coming up in October, but I don't know when you're going to be seeing this video. So I encourage you 100% to have a look at Michelle's Facebook page, and I'll have the link to that as well in the video, to have a look. Get some tips about not just the fear side of things, but your whole well-being and your whole sense of strength and peace here and now. Really important if we're talking about presenting the best version of yourself, having a sense of peace, having a sense of strength, being able to understand where your body is. I think that's going to be a really good thing to start. So I'm going to toss over to Michelle for her final comments for you, and I'll just sit here and be a billboard.
Okay, thanks, Fran. I just want to reiterate everything that Fran says. The breathing, once you learn how to do it and you can bring yourself to that centeredness and that feeling of calm, your whole life will change. Even just with your one-on-one conversations with your family. If you feel that, I always say to people, find out where that nervousness presents in your body, whether it's in your head, your gut, your chest. Mine actually is tingling in my fingers. Find out when that happens. That'll happen before you go into the anxious state, and stop and breathe. That's all you have to do, is remember to breathe. And also I'd just like to throw in, Fran, that if anybody's interested in private lessons and you're not on the sunny coast, it works really well over Skype as well.
We have done that. Michelle and I have actually trialled that out, and it works so well. And if you, once again, we're talking about people who may be fearful of crowds. There's just you with the camera, and Michelle with hers, giving you the personal touch, and I really enjoyed it. I felt quite privileged.
Thanks, Frank.
But it was so enjoyable because I didn't have to deal with anything other than myself and my yogi, my favourite yogi. So thank you very much, everyone, for taking the time to spend with us. As I say, all the links will be there. It's Michelle Dougherty of
Shell Yoga and Mindfulness.
And Fran Carl from Polish Your Pitch. Talk to you very soon. Thanks so much, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.